Hello, my name's David Boggs. I'm the police chief in Broken Arrow, and you're watching City Council Highlights.
Hi folks, I'm Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon. I hope that 2017 has started off well for you and your family. We appreciate you tuning in to this edition of City Council Highlights. Here's what happened at the January 17th meeting. We had two meetings on January 17th, and here's what happened. Prior to the regular City Council meeting, the governing body had a joint meeting with the Convention and Visitors Bureau to review the results of the Tourism Assessment Inventory Survey completed in 2016. The focus of the report was to show who's visiting Broken Arrow, why they are visiting our city, and the economic impact visitors and tourism has on the city. This data will help us learn more about reasons people visit our beautiful city and how we can attract tourists to boost our hotel and motel industry and local business activity. We will be providing more specific information about the results of the survey in separate coverage segments. Please watch for them later this year. On the meeting's consent agenda, we have some great news. The Rose District Ice Rink has officially been extended to February 12th. Based on the tremendous success, the vendor requested to keep it going a little longer. Between opening day and January 7th, almost 8,000 people visited the rink. We're so glad it's been such a hit, and we're planning on doing it again next year. We also have some great news for the kids living in the Leisure Park area. The park is getting a new playground and splash pad. The project was a 2014 general bond obligation project approved by BA voters. Investments in our parks is important for the quality of our citizens' lives, and we're excited for Leisure Park to get these much needed upgrades. Next, the intersection at Aspen and Washington will be revamped. This is an intersection we've heard many citizens express concern about, and we're glad to finally start the process of making the intersection better. Tonight's actions allow us to work with the consultant to start the design phase. We anticipate construction beginning in 2018 or early 2019. In meeting presentations, we heard about a couple of road closures. The first one is for the improvements along Dallas Street by the railroad tracks. The intersection of Dallas and Cedar will not be accessible for nearly 2 months. This will allow us to finally repave the section near the railroad and complete this improvement project. The second one is for Streetscape 4. To build the planned crosswalks on the south side of Main, the street will be closed from Dallas to Fort Worth for 1 week starting January 18th. We thank you for your patience as we continue beautifying downtown and our Rose District. Like everyone else, we can't wait for all the orange cones to be gone. In general council business, the governing body approved a labor agreement with our fire union. Each year, the city and the International Association of Firefighters, Local 2551, enter into contract negotiations that outline the terms and conditions of employment for the members of the union. Negotiations normally last several months. We thank our firefighters for their service and are glad to have reached a contract agreement for another fiscal year. That's it for what happened at the City Council meeting. I do have a couple of updates I'd like to provide the community. First, at the next council meeting on February 7th, I will provide the City Council with my State of the City message. I'll touch on the highlights of 2016 and then the goals and challenges for 2017 and beyond. Finally, a quick follow-up on communications and transparency. Look for the city's annual report coming out in February. Also starting February, each of our department directors will provide a brief update to the council and community on what's happening in their respective departments. This will be another way for the citizens to know what's going on in their government operations. That's a wrap, folks. Thanks for joining us for this edition of City Council Highlights. There are so many exciting and wonderful things happening in our city right now, and we'd like to ask you to continue to tune in to find out what's going on in your city. I'm Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon. We look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope to see you around town. For the full agenda and video of the City Council meeting, go to brokenarrowok.gov. If you have any questions about the items discussed in the video, please call my office at 918-259-8419 or email me at mspurgeon@brokenarrowok.gov.